Hi everyone. So I'm doing 2 videos today because I'm kind of excited to get my mic up, and I just kind of wanted to catch you guys up a little faster. So I wanted to talk about aliens. Some people have recommended it to me, and I think there's a lot of mysticism around it. It's more like an illusion of what it could be, right? And to look at something in the yin realm, you just have to look at something here. So we know alien is something that's foreign to something else. A person doesn't live in America, they live somewhere else, so they're an alien. Maybe because they're, on our land, but they're not part of, they're not a citizen or whatever, right? That's an alien. Okay, we know it's something foreign to something, or something foreign to a group. Okay, that's an alien. And now we know that we can't see aliens. We know that there may have been some encounters with them. There's a lot of videos upon them. And that's kind of where the illusion kind of gets drawn. It's that supernatural thing, right? We don't understand it, so it's alien. Okay? And we have encountered some things like people will take certain drugs and they'll come back and see like lizard people, or they'll see some kind of elf, like a machine elf, and that's an alien. That's something foreign. And you can assume that when they smoke that, smoke weed, or they take the acid, what happens? They develop some sort of reception because they're highly receptive at that moment, right? So they take in something and they learn something new. So how did they get that though? How did they get that thought? How did they understand it so deeply? It's because they were super receptive, and a spirit, either their spirit or another spirit, was talking to them. It gave them an idea in the form of your thought process. That's an alien. You see, so we can infer that with like people who are weaker-minded, they can be absorbed by that thing more. So they can follow that thought more. And that's where you get kind of serial killers. That's where you get politicians even, right? They have a certain voice in their head that's telling them to do a certain thing. And they don't even know why half the time, because there's so many big things happening with them, right? And I think it's because they're weaker. They're weaker-minded. And that allows them to, the spirits to kind of just push things onto you more. So when we talked about in the gravity video that when you're contracted, you're in your space, right? And if your space is kind of negative at that point, then what happens is negative beings will be around you now, and they'll be orbiting it. So then they'll give you more negative thoughts. Or if it's positive, they might give you more positive thoughts. And that is kind of what angels and demons are. It's what the lizard people are. It's just they're different beings from a different land. And we can't see that. This certain light allows us to see certain things. The sun is allowing us to see only certain things, what the sun sees. Even when, the moon is over the sun, or we're away from the sun at some point, right? We know that it's the sunlight still reflecting off of it. So there's still some sort of sunlight, even when it's nighttime. And that's all we know. You see, so we know that there's X-rays that allow you to see bones. There's gamma. You can see, different radiations. You can see different, like ultraviolet. You can see thermal. All these things. And that allows you to see a specific thing. Okay? And our eyes can only see a specific thing based on that specific thing as well. We made a certain alchemy, made a certain machine that could see that certain thing, but we still have a certain perception of that thing. You see what I mean? So we can't even see them if they do exist. There's no, aliens on Mars or this and that. that might have been just literally a spirit fucking with you. Or maybe it liked you, or, whatever. It's just different spirits all the time. Where do you think you get your creative ideas from? Do you think it was from you? You didn't even have a thought about that whole scenario, but you did. You were daydreaming, you were in the yin realm, and something gave you a piece of advice. Or it gave you something negative that it just wanted you to see. It wanted to see you do it. Because it wanted to experience that. See, that's all our spirits want. Or spirits want is just experience. That's it. So, that's aliens. It's just something foreign, a being that's foreign. You could say that they're like, walking among us, but they really are. Everyone's so different, and there's some groups that are the same though, and those groups stick together, and then they alienate the other groups. And this is where you get your kind of concepts of racism, sexism, all these things. It's because it's alien to you. You identify with this group, and you don't like that other group. That's all it is. Positive or negative, that's what it is. And I hope you guys kind of understood. I try to bring it down to a basic form, but, let me know if you guys get lost in some way. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.